What's up, YouTube? Farley Granger here, FGMX, just bringing you another video to see if I can help you guys out with anything really motorcycle related. But mainly this is for the people who are first-time riders and beginning riders who are starting out with no gear and no bike. For those of you who don't have, or trying to start to learn how to ride but don't have any gear, my best suggestion is, or not best suggestion, probably the best place to find some inexpensive gear to kind of get the ball rolling, just in case you, before you actually fully commit to the whole world of motorcycle riding, you know, buying your bike, buying all the nice gear, etc., etc. A good place to go look, if you didn't know already, you can go on Craigslist.com and find yourself some used gear that isn't too used, but used gear that you can get pennies on the dollar that can really help you at least get some head-to-toe gear, at least so that you're safe when you do learn for your first time, and so that you have, you know, your helmet, goggles, jersey, pants, knee pads, and boots, and you can get it for a third of what you can pay for even at a motorcycle shop on the clearance rack. Now also, that is another option as a first-time rider or beginner who doesn't have any gear and needs to acquire gear as soon as possible. You can go to your local motorcycle shop and go to the clearance rack. They usually have, you know, quite a bit available depending on your shop and, you know, what city you live in, etc., etc. But normally when you go to the shops and you look at the clearance racks, they're usually kind of limited in sizing and, you know, what they have available: socks, riding pants. I don't often see like knee pads or elbow pads or anything like that. Sometimes helmet, but even then they're limited on sizing. But my main thing is opening your guys' eyes that you guys can go to Craigslist.com and actually locate, you know, gear from head to toe. I would recommend, though, before you do purchase gear from or use gear from Craigslist, is to make sure you go to your local motorcycle shop and you make sure that you go and at least try on a helmet and make sure that it fits properly. And how you know that it fits properly, you want to make sure that that if you put the helmet on and fasten it, that if you stick your hand in the cheek pad, that you can't do it. Actually, you should be able to at least maybe get your fingernails max, basically the tips of your fingers inside the helmet, to know that it fits right. It should not be moving side to side when you put it on where it's extra loose, because it will break in. It will actually break in and wear in where it kind of molds to the crown of your head. So I do want you guys to do that first. But after you get sized up from the helmet and even gear, go ahead and go to the fitting room. Every motorcycle shop usually has a fitting room. Utilize them just to try on gear, not to buy them. You know, you can always tell the salesman that, you know what, I'll go ahead and come back later. It's my first go around. I just wanted to get a sizing. And they usually will be cool about it and let you just try on gear. But yeah, go ahead and try on that gear, and from there, go ahead and go on Craigslist. And usually throughout a 20-mile radius on Craigslist, you can find somebody who has gear for you and your loved one, kids sizes all the way up to adult sizing, you know, all the way across the board. But you'll be able to at least find some gear that you can wear, even if it's for one time. You can always resell it, or keep it, depends on, you know, your mood, but you can always resell it, get your money back. But you can go ahead and purchase used gear on Craigslist.com, and they usually will have what you need there, or someone will. And from there, if you're trying to learn how to ride, there's a lot of programs out there. I would obviously like for you guys to all sign up for my program. fgmx.bigcartel.com is where you can go find and purchase your regular lessons. But I just want to make sure that I give any and all kinds of assistance and help to those who are just interested in trying to learn how to ride. So, because I've had a lot of people emailing me, a lot of people calling me in regards to trying to get involved and getting their first experience with riding, and they just don't have any gear. And Craigslist is a way or a place where you can go do that. Now, as for motorcycle, they do have, unfortunately, for just the street. I don't teach lessons on the street per se just yet. Trying to do a little bit of both, but we've been getting a lot of rain lately, so we can't do much of any kind of riding or training. But dirt primarily is what I do. But yeah, you can usually get a bike. They have quite a few that I've seen in regards to motorcycle rental that you can find. I think one's called Rumble On. The other one is ridershare.com. I'm not sure if they have apps. Go try the app store. Go try just online and see if you can find any kind of motorcycle rental, preferably dirt bike rental. But for first timers only, because I know they aren't quite sure if they're going to continue to pursue riding dirt bikes or participating in motocross, I do provide a starter bike just for those who are just starting out. Literally those people only, not for people who are experienced, who've even ridden before, but mainly for those who haven't ridden before. I do have a Honda Grom, which I've converted into a dual sport bike that's available for rental on my website, fgmx.bigcartel.com. I'll have the link down below at in the bio or in the description. And which will be monitored only. It's not a matter of you rent it out and go do your thing because you don't know how to ride it yet. It's purely for the lessons only, and after that, then that's it. Once you have pretty much graduated from being a first timer, you no longer can rent that motorcycle because now you're experienced. So it's based off your first or couple experiences is where you'll make your decision on whether if you're going to pursue it or not, and then start locating your first purchase, which you also can find on Craigslist.com and not just going straight to a motorcycle shop. So all in all, you can find used gear on Craigslist. You can find a used bike on Craigslist, and I do have rental just for first timers only available on the website. Like I said, I'm going to have that for you below in the description. But I just wanted to make sure that I can kind of give you guys a little bit of value in that regard, because a lot of people don't know where to go in regards to finding gear for their very first lesson or their very first time trying to ride. And mind you, on Craigslist, you can find used street gear and as well as used dirt gear. I do require for my program to have a helmet, goggles, pants, jersey, knee pads / shin guards under the pants, and boots. Got to have all of those to participate in my program. But when you do, you'll learn a lot. And I don't think I've had not one bad review anywhere, and everyone's pretty much learned how to ride their very first time. So you know where to go find your gear, and you know where to go learn how to ride for the first time. I only deal with first timers and beginners and occasional racers here and there, but mainly for people who just want to do it with their families. You can go ahead and come to FGMX. The link will be in below in the description. I appreciate you guys' time. See you guys next time.